started the Dogfish Dash 20 years ago, so 2005.
The Dogfish Dash is our 5-ish K. It's always a slightly bit longer because we have to be a little bit off-centered.
We started in downtown Rehoboth because that's where we wanted people to run, because the Breakwater Junction Trail was a new trail. And so we thought, hey, this would be cool, let people run from downtown Rehoboth a little bit out the trail and come back. We actually just thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to do and a great way to raise money for environmental causes. And the first year it was for a group called the Ocean Conservancy, and then we morphed it into our first long-term partner, which was the Nature Conservancy in year 2.
We did that because they were great partners, and we saw the initiatives that they were doing here in coastal Delaware as important, and we wanted to support that.
We said, oh, well, let's have a 5K, 4K, 3K, some kind of K.
Got to keep things a little different here.
This year is our first year. We have a 3K, so if you're into walking or want to bring your dog, or even your kid in a stroller, it's going to provide that opportunity.
It is through the town of Milton, and it benefits the Sussex County Land Trust, which has helped us preserve our trails here, especially at Milton.
And that's an organization that's mission is really to protect natural, agricultural, and recreational resources right here in Sussex County, in the community where our locations are, and where a lot of people that participate in the Dash live.
And not a single penny has gone towards Dogfish. It all goes back to the Sussex County Land Trust and the communities that they build in.
We got great sponsorship from the local community, which they know that it all goes back to support like local environmental causes. So we had lots of organizations want to be part of it.
We couldn't do it without them. They're the reason that we're able to do the entire infrastructure for Dash. Every year we see anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 people. We've seen as much as 3,000 before in its peak.
We have a lot of local people here in Delaware that participate, but I believe last year we had over 30 states represented. So in 2025, we're happy to say we've partnered with the Delaware Tourism Office. We're taking a deeper look at where these folks are coming from and the impact that the Dash has on the local economy.
It's a whole week here at Dogfish, which is really exciting. Not only do we do a fireside chat with the Sussex County Land Trust where you can come and not only enjoy the inn, but listen to what the Sussex County Land Trust is putting their money towards. See how you can get involved and ask them questions.
For the person that wants to come out to the Dash and you're not a runner, but you want to still get involved, come out on Sunday morning, see what it's all about. One of my favorite things is the recycled costume contest, and that's really where people take anything recycled and make costumes from that. So, that's just a cool sight to see.
We always encourage people to have a theme or a story behind it because that's who we are. We're storytellers.
It seems like every year the costumes get more and more intricate, and people collect their Dogfish Head packaging through the year and make these really elaborate costumes that talk to the history of a beer, or a beer that we made 15 years ago. Or they literally spend their hour that they walk every morning around Sussex County and pick up trash and make an entire costume out of that trash that they picked up. People are really creative, it's fun prizes too. In fact, we try to get more creative with the prizes for the costume contest than the actual race.
We've seen things all the way from a private beer dinner to a private tour with Sam, so there's always a possibility that you'll be able to do something cool and exciting here.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to see people, running down the street in Milton with like cardboard packaging all over them. As the Dash grew, we were able to add more runners when we moved it out to Milton and have a larger space for an after party.
The after party, you always get 2 beers, which is super exciting.
We've had different beers available for runners at the finish line, as we've had different beers come and go from our lineup.
A sequence is a perfect way to, or 30 minutes, a perfect way to kind of feel good about that run afterwards without feeling too weighed down.
It's a celebratory atmosphere, so we have some live music going on. The Land Trust will be out here. Organizations like Delaware Tourism, even DelDOT, just kind of educational pieces that we're trying to include this year, so folks can kind of see what's going on, not only just with land preservation, but how the public will be able to eventually have access to it and what that looks like, and particularly with the trail network.
It's not a race where they hit the finish line, get in their car and leave. It's more about, hanging out, getting to know, talking to the folks, whether it's from the Sussex County Land Trust or the Nature Conservancy or one of our sponsors. I feel like they sort of have a relationship with the event, which is kind of cool, which is why we keep having to evolve it, because we want to keep it fresh and exciting. It's really the runners that have made it so much fun. We have a lot of people who come every year.
Impact-wise, certainly those folks we know are people that not only are out spending money in the community, but they care about this community, and the Dash, at its root is really about that.
It's giving back to the community, but the community's so excited to be involved in it as well. And I think that's really what brings the culture around it and really just makes Dogfish feel like it's in its own neighborhood.
People who come in sort of their Dash t-shirt from 2007 or 2009, and it's so cool to see that they, proud to have been part of this not just the run, but the community initiative to raise funds. I don't know, it warms my heart.